All right. So the first question I wanted to ask you was what made you decide to live life on your own terms and become an independent consultant?
Okay. So I had always been thinking about it for some time, especially as a mother, because it would give um, more freedom and flexibility to be able to do some of the stuff that's needed as a mom, but also to be able to do things on my own term, on my own schedule. The idea was nice. And it really wasn't until the pandemic hit fairly recently that it kind of pushed me to that limit and made me decide um, to just take the plunge and do it because the kids are all now home distance learning and they need somebody to handhold and walk them through that. And so the only way to be able to do that was to have full control of my schedule, um, and the projects that I'm working on, clients I'm working with. So it was I guess, a blessing in disguise that it gave me that push to do that.
Mhm. And since it was pretty recent for you, what was your transition like with everything? Were there things that were difficult along the way? I know you mentioned the pandemic. Was there anything else that was kind of a hardship to get over?
Yeah, I mean, of course, that security of having an employer and having a steady paycheck, that's always going to be a big, scary hurdle to overcome. So just that transition, saving up enough to be able to do it and give myself a little bit of a buffer. And I'm not even sure that it was enough because you just never know. Like with independent consulting, there's ebbs and flows. Sometimes you're really busy and sometimes it's quieter and slow. And so you just have to, I, my understanding is 3 months of um, pay or funding that you need is a good buffer to have. And I'm almost at that point of not, of kind of spending through that, and because I'm still in the first 3 months.
Mhm.
So it's a little bit scary, but at the same time, projects are coming through. And so I am confident it will stabilize and I'll get into a more comfortable rhythm.
Mhm.